Great, welcome back. So I'm happy to have you in art class today. Today we are going to work on Google Drawing. So please remember, you can just go to Drive and you can go to New, More, and Google Drawings if you need to access it. All right, make sure you change your title and put your name in it. And we are working on the Notan Japanese paper cutout inspired work in Google Drawing. So the very first thing that you need to do is change your page to white. So yours might look checkered, but you can right click and go to background. So if yours is checkered like this, just change it over to white. There you go. And you're going to want to insert a shape and go to your squares. And you want a black square in the middle of your page, not too large. I'm going to change it to black, and I'm going to remove my border. Now you can find center by clicking and holding. See these red lines? There we go. I'm at center now. So that's how you can center it. Now we talked about positive and negative space, and we talked about balance. And if you see my small example to the left, everything is going to be a mirror image of each other. So our goal today is to flip things to be mirror images. So we will start with inserting a basic shape. So I'm going to insert shape. And remember, we have all different choices here that you can pick from. And I'll just start with a basic triangle. All of your shapes, if you notice, they need to touch your edge. So see these edges here? They have to touch those to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to click and drag, and right there, I touch the edge. I'm going to change this to white so that I can see it. Again, I don't need a border. And some of you can use Command D on your computers for duplicate. Some of you can go up and you can edit, copy, and paste if you need to duplicate. And some people just Command copy, Command paste. So depending on your laptop and your computer, we'll need to copy and paste. So I'm going to copy and paste now. Now, we need to go to Format Options here. When you click that, this will open over here. And you'll need to use Size and Rotation. And right here, it has the flip horizontally or the flip vertically. So we're just going to do a vertical flip. Boom, there it is. Click and drag. The red lines help us center it. And the last thing I need to do is just go change it to black so it's the opposite. And again, I don't need a border on it. Now, some of these fun organic shapes and organic lines are going to come from new tools that we haven't used yet. So this is the purpose of this, is to introduce us to some new tools. You'll go up here to your select line for your tools, and let's try the new scribble line that we haven't used yet. So I quickly will show you a scribble line. You just click and hold, and it just creates a nice line. You can go to the line color and change it, and you can also change the thickness of this line. So you'll need to do that, okay? If you ever draw something and you want to delete it, click the arrow so you can select it and just delete it. So now I said it has to start, so I'm going to get my scribble. It has to start on the edge here, okay? So everything we're doing will start on the edge, so I can just loop, boop, 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 get a nice scribble going. And I can change it to white, and I can play with the thickness of it. Maybe I want a thin line, maybe I want a thick line. Now I've got this scribble, and I again need to duplicate it, okay? So I'm going to pick my select arrow. Now it's selected, and I'm going to Command copy, Command paste. I've got another one, so I can go over here, and remember I need to flip it as well. So I don't want to flip it horizontally. I'm going to flip it vertically. There we go. And I'm going to drag it over, and I'm going to match it up right there, and I'm going to change the color of my line to black, and there we go. So now that matches just there. Now another thing that you can do is you can also play with the curve tool. All right, so let me demonstrate that for you over here on my page. So the curve tool, the way it works is you click and then you're like connected to it. You're like, that's not a curve. If you keep clicking, click again. Every time you click, your line will bend. Okay? So I can click, 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 and I can make any type of organic shape that I want. And I have to reconnect. There we go. So I've made a shape. Okay? So let me show you over here. I'm going to choose my select and just get rid of that. So I want to make an organic shape today. I'm going to use my scribble line. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. I want to use my curve tool. And here we go. I'm going to go to the edge. I'm going to click, and I can make any type of organic shape that I want. And the only thing is, I need to get back to my original spot. So again, changing this to white, making sure I don't have a border on it. There we go. Now I've used the side of my square. So when I flip it this time, oh, it's not selected. Let me pick select, the little arrow. This time I need to flip it horizontally, right? So I forgot to copy it. Command copy, command paste. Let me get that lined up how I want it. So making a duplicate of it, flipping it horizontally. Can line it up, make sure it's straight, change my color, fill color to black. I don't need an outline on it. And there we go. So the lovely thing about this is playing with the sensitivity. You can see the one on the left has thick lines, thin lines. There's a lot of variation, small triangles, different shapes, and that's what makes it so interesting, okay? For this part here, if you want like a shape with inside a shape, let's see if we can do that as well. So again here, you would want your curve tool. So I'm going to click. All right, I have a shape here. I'm going to change it to white. And then I'm going to go ahead and select it with my arrow, duplicate it. Remember, I'm going to flip it horizontally over here, change it to black. All right, I've got that. Well, one thing I can do now is I can duplicate it again, command copy, command paste, change this back to white, hold my shift button, go down smaller, and I can put that inside. Now, if I want to duplicate this, command copy, command paste, change this one over to black, flip it back, drag it over, and now it looks like I've cut something out from there, right? So a really fun thing to get more and more complex and detailed is to start to do things like that. So command copy, command paste, changing my color, changing my size, hold my shift button, drag my corner, and then I want the exact same on the opposite. So I'm going to copy paste this one, change this one to black. I need to flip this one vertically and move it into my drawing. There we go. Ooh, getting more and more detailed. Okay, so anything you add in, you can insert more shapes, anything you add into this. If I put something here, I can change it to black. I can copy it, paste it. Now the circles, the nice thing is you don't have to flip them. And the red line always tells me when I'm aligned. There we go. So this is not a finished piece. We'll need to keep building and make a beautiful piece of artwork. And I'll show you some completed works. Well, they're already in the slideshow for you to check out. Don't forget, you can file, download, PDF. You'll be able to upload it and save it. But I hope you enjoy making your Notan artwork. Thank you.